Okay, YouTube, here is another device I use. It is a Coleman crank lantern. It actually has a crank right here. You can crank it and light the light. And if I turn out all the lights here, you can still see, I can see around. I mean, it's not great, but I can still maneuver around my little fan and be just fine. So that's another little thing. It has a radio, but because of the way the trans vans were constructed, I think they basically act as a small Faraday cage. I mean, they got iron braces running all along the thing. It's basically made of, steel. And, well, you can't get nothing in here. You can take it outside and it works just fine, but inside here, it don't do jack. I mean, you can't do nothing with it. But yeah, it served me quite well, and I'll do an endurance test with it one day and then show you how you can actually wind it up 3 or 4 times, and it'll give you about 5 minutes of light just from 3 or 4 times. It gives you this brightness for about 5 minutes. If you just sit there and wind it for a whole minute, it'll give you that for 30 minutes. I mean, it does its job. Like I said, there's the radio setting. It has a reset, which takes it down to 88, whatever. And then you click scan, and until you get a station. And this is, I don't know how old this is. I've had it a long time. I don't even think I get a station on it now. But like I said, you can't get nothing in this van. You gotta take any kind of antenna stuff outside, because I mean, it just blocks it. Even cell phones, it just, something in the walls absorbs. So anyway, that's another item I have. That's what I use for emergency lighting. If everything, it came down to it, that's what I'd have for light. There is also this that I use, and it requires 3 AAAs, and I got it from the dollar store, and for the actual camouflage one costs $3.50. It's nice camo. But I pair them with the Dollar Tree also sells these ever ready rechargeable batteries. They have a battery charger, and this thing takes 3 batteries. I have that for emergency lighting. And between this with the hand crank and that with the rechargeables, that's what I use to light the place when all else fails. I still got light. Not much light, but enough to get around. I mean, it's not a real big place here. I mean, you can't see nothing on the camera, obviously, but the light. See my hand, but I can see where everything is, and since I've actually lived here, it's kind of like a blind person. You already know where everything is. All you need is a little bit, and you can make it. Well, it's not like blind. I mean, I shouldn't say that. They know where their stuff is, and I know where my stuff is. So with a little tiny bit of light, I make it. Yeah. Yeah, I generally know where everything is, so I know you can't see a whole lot. Maybe you can, I don't know, but I generally know where everything is. And if it got to this point, then basically I just make my bed and go to sleep. So, but yeah, there's no listening to radio in the Trans Am. even my other one, my big one, it don't do it. I mean, I got one, but a CD player and cassette player. Oh yeah, I remember cassettes. That's how old that one is. It doesn't do well in here. It does fine outside, but it just does not do well in here. It's something to do with the thing. Anyway, there's another video. Like and subscribe. This is another piece of equipment I have. I'm trying to highlight what I have. That way everybody knows where I'm going. I mean, that's what I have to deal with. I mean, this is some of the things I have, other than, standard stuff. I do have a laptop. Clocks. Sure, you've seen this in the earlier video, the clock. Let me just go ahead and turn on some lights. I'm currently connected to, quote, solar power, so I don't really need that. In fact, you can see this is actually connected to a plug, a 120 plug, so that's why it's fully charged right now. I'm sure you remember the clock. It's battery operated. Yeah, that's it for tonight. Like and subscribe. I'm trying to keep it short and simple, and just highlighting some of the stuff I got.